Hi there guys, welcome to issue 4 of Mortal Realms. So, I hear you ask, where is issue 3? Well, the way I'm getting these magazines at the moment is because I don't live anywhere near where this kind of test is going on. So, nowhere in London is selling these magazines, so I'm having to buy them from eBay and that kind of stuff to get them. So, I got issue number 1 and 2 on eBay. I picked this one up through someone I know in one of the Facebook groups. But issue 3, because I couldn't find a copy anywhere, what I've done is I've ordered the magazine portion from eBay, and I've ordered the miniatures portion, which is the Castigators for issue 3. I've ordered them, I've just bought them from Darksphere, who is a UK retailer of online and shop-based retailer of GW products and other things. So I'm waiting for those to come in. So I will come back to issue 3 probably over the weekend. But that shouldn't let us get in the way of having a look at issue 4 today. So what have we got? Glaive Wraith Stalkers, which I'll build up in a minute so we can have a look. We got some Nylak Oxide paint, which is a technical paint that's meant to show off degraded metal and steel and that kind of thing. We've also got a large battle mat, which is brilliant. So my setup isn't big enough to show you all this, but it's a big mat. It's a very big mat, and it's very nice, double-sided as well. So that is brilliant and all. Anyway, let's have a look at the magazine, then we'll build these bad boys. So, in this issue, we've got the Glaive Wraith Stalkers, Nighthaunt Warriors. So these words down the edge here is how we're going to sort the magazine, because this is all, the magazines come apart, you know, and we're going to sort them into ring binders at some point. We're going to split them up and that kind of stuff. So we've got Nighthaunt Warriors, Glaive Wraith Stalkers, Stormhost Chambers, ooh, how am I saying that? Sacrosanct Chambers, Mortal Realms History number 3, the Necroquake, Realms, Azir Realm of Heavens, how to build our Glaive Wraith Stalkers, how to paint them with the paints that we've got so far. So we've got a few now, and then a playthrough issue number 4, tutorial playthrough 4. This issue comes with your new battle mat, and it's a big one. This is because your games are about to get much more dynamic, with the movement being introduced in this issue's playthrough. With rules for movement, your games will have many more tactical decisions for you to make. You'll start learning to move with the Glaive Wraith Stalkers that come in this issue. So I've provided all the guides you need to get them ready for battle. Happy hobbying from Ian. Ian, interestingly, is the same guy who does the sign-off for the Conquest magazines. I'm sure that lots of you will probably know exactly who he is, but I don't. Anyway, so what have we got? Nighthaunt, Glaive Wraith Stalkers. Glaive Wraith Stalkers prowl the realms in packs, seeking prey to hunt. Once their target is chosen, the pursuit begins. It will not end until their blades are buried in the heart of their victim. Lovely. And then it's got Spectral Hunters, little bits about different types. And if I look, there's a geezer with a drum there. If I look on here, yep, that drum is on here. So it looks like we get both of these guys as well. So that's good. Now we've got Stormcast Eternals, Sacrosanct Chambers. The Sacrosanct Chambers are responsible for controlling and deploying the Stormhost magical power. Its warriors wield the storm energy of Azir, whether through weapons or thanks to years of training as a wizard. They are all created from souls of those who wielded powerful magic in life. Okay. And then it's got different types of Stormcast. So we've got Lord Arcanium, we've got a Lord Exorcist, Lord Ordinator, a Knight Incantor, Evocators, Sequitors, which we got with issue number 1, Castigators, which came with issue number 3, which we'll be looking back on in a couple of days, and the Sacristan Engineers. So that's interesting. Then we've got Mortal Realms Necroquake. The Necroquake was an arcane disaster of epic proportions. Its explosive power sent death magic pulsing across the realms. warping the very fabric of magic and causing the dead to rise from forgotten graves. That's good. So we've got the Necroquake, the Aftermath, and then it's got a little bit about Skaven for some reason here. Let's find out why. Skaven are a race of scurrying rat-like creatures who gnaw at the roots of reality. They are mangy beings who attack in swarms and possess a cunning that makes them a constant threat. A band of them made their way into the heart of the Great Black Pyramid, believing it contained a great treasure. In doing so, they doomed themselves, but they also corrupted Nagash's spells with the taint of chaos. The resulting explosion was far more destructive and deadly than even Nagash could have anticipated. Okay, right, and then we've got Azir, Realm of Heavens. The Realm of Heavens is ruled by Sigmar and Sigmar alone. It was here that the God King first set foot upon the earth of the mortal realms, having been rescued from the destruction of the world that was. Azir is now a shining example of the might of Sigmar and his followers, untouched by chaos. It is a bastion of order and justice. Okay, that's good. Then we've got how to build these guys. These are push fit, but I will use a bit of glue anyway, because I don't always trust the push fit. So I'll build those in a second. How to paint them. So today we are painting them white. So we got the Corax white in issue number 2, I believe. And so we've already painted our first guys, our chain rasps, and our, what are they called? I've forgotten their names. Mymorn Banshees. And then what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be giving them a coat of Nylac Oxide. Now this isn't the usual use for Nylac Oxide. It's used for making things like metals and steels look a bit degraded and that kind of thing. So so this is interesting, this is cool, and it makes a good effect as well. So that's very good. I will still need to come to terms with not priming our miniatures. I mean, Corax White base paint. I've got Corax White in a spray. I'm sure many of you have as well. So anyway, no problem. This is how they're going to look at the end of the issue. So that's good. I think it looks pretty cool. It is cool. Okay, so now from Crypt and Barrow, something wicked stirs. Anastasia Starstrike and her fellow Stormcast Eternals have survived several waves of attacks from the Nighthaunt Geists. Wounded and outnumbered, she has ordered a retreat. Unfortunately, the Nighthaunt have other plans. Out of the mist and fog of drift yet more Geists. Now the attackers are twisted horse-like spirits. Their wicked glaives shine and their hollowed eye sockets glow with hatred. Lovely. Okay, so this is what we've got. So today we've got the Glaive Wraith Ambush. You will need unfold your battle mat and lay it on a flat surface. Place your dice and range, blah blah blah. Grab a coin or something you can use as a marker. Set up your Castigators and Glaive Wraith Stalkers on top of the spaces marked on the battle mat. Choose who will be the Castigator player and who will be the Glaive Wraith Stalker player. So this is going to teach us a little bit about movement. Each Glaive Wraith Stalker may move 6 inches in any direction. So that's cool. They start on one side, then move obviously closer to our Castigators. Then we've got Castigators attack, then Glaive Wraith attack, assuming there's anything left of them. Okay, so that's good. Very good. So it's got a sequence of play there. It tells you how to continue the battle we've just started. So that, I like it. I like it. So this is issue 4, and I believe it is the end of the test run. I don't believe there's any more issues that are going to be coming out until next year. So let's have a look to see what issue 5 is bringing us. And we've got Xandria Azure Bolt. Now this, I believe, in exactly the same way as issue 5 of Warhammer 40k Conquest, is a exclusive sculpt to Mortal Realms. So I believe that this miniature isn't available anywhere else, so this is the only place you're going to be able to get it, and then obviously eBay for an extortionate price after it comes out. But we've got a long time to wait for this, so let's make up these bad boys and take a look. Right, so let's have a look. Now, I have to be honest with you, I don't have a problem at all generally with push fit models. But I will say that I abandoned the push fitting on these because they are so delicate. In fact, let me show you the one that I messed up. Right, so this miniatures, and they're all very good miniatures. I do really like them. So this guy holding a drum. I chose a drum as opposed to another one of these scythes because I've already got 3 like that. Now, so if you look at this part here, this was a push fit part. You can see where the plastic's gone a little bit white because it got bent. Now, I think for miniatures that have got parts like this that are very thin, I think push fit is, you know, I think there's a good chance you're going to break your miniatures, and that nearly happened here, and that's a permanent weakness now. So what I did was I abandoned the push fit and I just clipped the ends off and just glued it all instead. So that's that one. You have another. These are very nice. There we go. And there's our 4th one. So yeah, I like them a lot. I do like them a lot. So that's it. That's issue number 4. Don't forget, I shall be back in a day or 2 with issue number 3. So, what do we think of Mortal Realms then? 4 issues in. This is the end of their trial. So what do we think? We've got issue 1 was fantastic, 13 miniatures. So we had 10 chain rasps and we had our 3 Stormcast tunnels. I can't remember what the models were called again. So that was an excellent start. Then issue 2 we got our Banshees. Issue 3, which we're looking at in a couple of days, is the Castigators, 3 of those with a Gryph-hound. And this is issue 4. So I think it's a strong start. I think it's a very solid start for the series. I'm looking forward to it coming out next year. I will certainly be continuing my reviews when it does arrive, so my weekly reviews will pick up straight away. What I'll do is I'll probably revisit it to see if anything's changed in the magazines between now and then. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm very much looking forward to getting to more Age of Sigmar. So I've never done Age of Sigmar before. I've just dipped into Warcry and I'm learning a lot more about that and more about the world of Age of Sigmar. So I'm very much looking forward to getting into that. So if you want to join me on the journey of Mortal Realms, drop a subscribe and I shall be back on it in a few months' time, with the exception of issue 3, for which I will see you in a couple of days. If you are interested in Warhammer 40k Conquest, you can look at all of my reviews. I've reviewed all of the issues from 1 to 57 so far, and I'll be continuing the series through to issue 80. Doing the same with Mortal Realms and any other publications that come up in the meantime. If anyone's interested in seeing reviews of maybe White Dwarf, if you don't subscribe to it and you're interested in seeing that, if people want that, let me know and I'll take a look at that on a monthly basis if people like it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did, and if you didn't, let me know why. I'll catch you later. Bye bye.